Delighted to say we're joined right here in the studio by this man.
Not only is Ronaldo the GOAT, but Messi is only the second biggest GOAT from Argentina.
Somebody check on Ronaldo, somebody check on Piers Morgan, because Lionel Messi has proved you all wrong.
Ten Hag is a complete idiot. I'm sorry, he is. He's like that bossy little school teacher you get who doesn't know how to handle supreme academic talent. Well, come on, Grandad, tell them why they're not hip. Come on.
It's not a question of being hip. It's a question of, was it any good?
Mr. O'Hara and all the other Spurs fans who were actually celebrating their team losing are possibly the most disgraceful bunch of tiny club mentality idiots I think world football has ever seen.
Take it away, Piers Morgan.
North London forever, whatever the weather. Even the weather was good last night. We had no excuses. Arsenal, I suspect, will now go on an absolute tear. We are going to win the league. I wouldn't be surprised if we win it by mid-March.
9:20, just thrown in from Dulles, DC, saying Donald. Piers joins us now. Piers Morgan, morning, Piers.
I've actually flown in from Saudi Arabia, actually, where I've seen Ronaldo.
Piers, how are you?
I'm great. It's great to be here, guys, in your studio. I haven't been in here for a long time. It's lovely, your new studio, isn't it?
Well, it's when it works. Yes, it is.
Obviously, I believe this is now the moment when Arsenal are going to finally show the world what we're really about. I do believe right now, pound for pound, player for player, as a squad.
Do you not say that every season, though, Piers?
I'm not quite as confident as I do this season. I think we are now the best team in Europe, and I think we're going to show it. I think we're going to win the Premier League at a canter, probably by my birthday,
you said
March
by
the 30th.
March? Yeah.
Well, March the 30th is my birthday.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, let's wait and see. We've had a very tricky start fixture-wise to the season. We've conceded one goal in open play. We have indisputably the best defence, I think, in the world, right? But we also have an amazing backup defence sitting on the bench. You know, Lewis Skelly and Ben White can't get on the pitch. Right, this is an incredibly deep squad now, and I actually bumped into Arteta. I met him for the first time last week. We were in the same restaurant, Carboni, lovely place at the new Rosewood Chancery Hotel, and
nice.
And it was George Clooney in one corner. I was with Joan Collins. Not that I want to name drop. I was with Dame Joan Collins. Princess Eugenie was at another table, but
she said hello.
She well, actually, you know what? Putting aside Prince Andrew and the appalling scandal that's engulfed him, and you know, there's so many questions to answer. His daughters are really nice girls, and I actually feel on a human level very sorry for them, because it must be awful being Prince Andrew's daughters right now, and they're very nice. But the point really, all these big stars everywhere, and then suddenly into my eye line came Mikel Arteta, who I'd never met. And I went over and I said, Mikel, I don't want to interact. And he was very friendly. Got up, we shook hands, we had a really nice chat. And I said, this is it, Mikel. We now have the team. We now have the squad. And we got talking. And I said, I thought all your new signings have been fantastic. All of them. From Zubamendi to Madueke. I said, but the other one I absolutely love. And he said, go on. I said, Gyokeres. And this was before he scored 2 the other night. He said, why? I said, you know why? I said, I just think he's that missing link. I said, he's a good old-fashioned, hard-working centre forward who makes he does a lot of great runs. He pulls defenders away. He allows people like Saka and Martinelli so much more space now because the defenders are following Gyokeres. I said, and I do think I've seen enough of his goal scoring that when he gets a taste for goals, I think he's going to just never stop. And the other night, they were both reasonably ugly goals, but he made them by getting in the right positions.
I'd love to.
We've not had a natural predator
when
up front.
Saka has the ball right hand side and whips him in. I'd love to see him make that near post run, because I think you get so many little flick-ons.
I think he's going to get a lot of service and a lot of goals. You know, the thing about look at Kai Havertz, very good footballer, but not a natural finisher.
No, he's not.
He would finish like 1 in 5 chances. I think now that Gyokeres has got his goal bloodlust going, I think we're going to see a lot.
Do you know what I loved as well?
Well, Gab, we're going to have a break. Back to football.
Yeah.
You say Arsenal probably the best team in the world. Why would they be better than PSG?
Well, because I think that our record defensively this season is statistically better than anybody else in the world. We have got a fantastic defence. I also think we've now got at least 2 great players in every position. So if Saka's injured, in comes Madueke. If Martinelli's injured, in comes Trossard. You've got in the middle Declan Rice, probably the best signing Arsenal made this century.
Yeah, I agree.
You've got Zubamendi, great little ball carrier. You've got Eze's come in. If Odegaard's injured, Eze just seamlessly takes over, and converse the other way around. I just think you put it all together. We've now just got amazing depth.
Rice a better signing than Henry.
What's that?
Rice a better signing than...
Well, we signed Omri just before this century.
All right, okay,
so that's why I said this century.
Right.
Omri, Bergkamp and Vieira are the best of the last century.
Piers, I looked at as well on Tuesday night was the players that come on.
Yeah.
Mascara, Ben White, Ranieri, Marino, Norgard, Trossard and
Norgard was Brentford's captain, right? And he got 5 minutes the other night.
Yeah.
But he's there for those games. What you need is when you're playing like the Carling Cup, when you're playing all these other things, right? You need to have strength in depth, so you don't have to put your best players in those games. But we've got top quality now for all of those other fixtures, and that's what's key, especially if you're playing Champions League, Premier League,
9 goals and set pieces as well, 9 clean sheets.
Our set pieces are insane. I mean, Declan Rice is now one of the best deliverers of a ball, I think, in world football. We saw against Real Madrid what he can actually do if he shoots as well. Yeah. But every time you get a corner or a free kick now, you can see panic in the opposition.
Who's your worry, Liverpool or City?
Well, Haaland is obviously playing out of his skin. And when you have a striker like that and you've got a pretty good squad, obviously you're going to be dangerous. Liverpool are going to get better. You can't add people like Isak to an already champion-winning team and not expect them to be very competitive. But I do think right now they're all looking at Arsenal and thinking, wow, okay, these guys are serious. And we've got so much depth. And that you start getting those injuries in January, February, March. Now we're not going to get exposed like we were before.
Yeah. Piers, are you more England football or England Ashes?
Honestly, I'm more England cricket when it comes to my patriotic support. I love watching England play football. I think we've got a very good chance in the World Cup. And I think if we, the actual first team we have now is really good. You've got a player like Harry Kane leading the line, the form he's in, form of his life. I mean, unbelievable what he's doing at the moment. But so much strength in depth again. We've got to have a great chance at that. But I do think the Ashes, for me, we've got one of the best chances to go over there and bring that urn back, because our team, if you do a combined...
The last couple of times out there has been horrendous.
Yeah, but this time it's different. If you did a combined Australia-England team right now for that first test, you would pick more English players than Australian. And I can't remember that.
Are you going out?
I'm trying to do a bit of woke is dead Australian leg of the tour so that I can combine it. I think if we win the first one, I'm going to try and get out there for maybe Melbourne, Sydney, because there's nothing like it. Although the last time I went there, I did face Brett Lee in the nets and he spread eagled my ribs. Yeah. So I have to be a little bit careful exposing my ribs to more attack.
Did you play? Were you half decent?
Yeah. I was actually very good. When I was 12, I went to a prep school, then a comprehensive. And when I was 12, I got picked in the England prep school's squad. Yeah. That was my highest achievement of any sport ever. So
As a batter?
I was a fast bowler. Modelled myself on Dennis Lilly. And I was a good fast bowler. In one of the prep school first 11 games, I was first 11 captain. I took all 10 wickets for 9 runs. So that's it's on the honours board. So cricket was my thing as a player. Football is my other passion. I love them both. The dream scenario for me in the next 12 months, Arsenal win the Premier League and all the Champions League. I want the Premier League first. England win back the Ashes. And England win the World Cup. Wouldn't that be the perfect sporting year?
It could happen.
There's no reason why it couldn't.
Why not? Yep.
There's no reason why we can't do all of that.
Choose one, though.
Choose one. 3. Arsenal win the Premier League.
Really? Before your country?
It's been 21 years.
Before your country, though?
Yes. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yes. For me, the greatest passion in my life is Arsenal Football Club. Mm-hmm. It overrides everything else. It's my longest lasting relationship. It's my most abiding love. And they've caused me so much emotional turmoil, both good and bad. But it's been 21 years since we won the Premier League, since those Invincibles. I look at this team now, I look into their eyes, and I see not just hope now, but determination. And I think we're ready. And I think this
And it could be over by mid-March.
I think March the 30th, my birthday, is the day we win the league.
Wow.
And when that happens, I want Mikel Arteta to come out and just say, Piers, happy birthday.
Wow. Just finally, Piers, because I know you've got to go, any big projects to come over the next few
Well, obviously, I'm putting all my effort into my YouTube channel, Piers Morgan Uncensored. We've got nearly 4.2 million subscribers in 3 years. We're one of the biggest news, opinion, interview YouTube shows in the world now. It's great fun. I've got some big interviews coming, particularly in the sport area. So watch this space over the next couple of weeks. I've interviewed 2 of the greatest sportsmen in history. They're both brilliant interviews, and I can't say any more at the moment.
Messi?
You're going to. No, I'd say greatest sportsman in history, not the second best Argentinian.
Where's he just come back from?
I know. Yes.
I can't get too much away, but I will come and talk about it when it's ready, because they are great.
Well, you're very welcome, Piers. I know you've got to go. 9:40.
I can't say I love this show. You guys are great, and more power to your elbow. It is one of the best things to listen to in the morning. So it's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
And I'll say hello to Party Parlour for you tomorrow.
No, please do. Ray Parlour, one of the great unsung heroes in Arsenal history.